Hello and welcome back to the fifth part of this tutorial series about the Flutter local notifications plugin. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to schedule a notification and how to periodically send a notification. And now, without more talking, let's get right into the code. So the first thing that we're going to do is inside of the documentation, we are going to scroll down to the part that says scheduling a notification. For scheduling a notification, it's said here that we need to include the Timezone package into our Flutter project. For that, I'm going to open up the documentation of the Timezone package to get the current version of it and copy it. And then I'm going to add it in the pubspec.yaml file as a dependency. And all we need to do now is open up a terminal and run flutter pub-get to resolve the dependencies. Next up, we need to initialize the Timezone package, and I'm going to do this in our local notifications file. So on the top, I'm going to import the package timezone.dart as tz and timezone.latest.dart also as tz. And now in our initialize function, which is called every time the app starts up, I'm going to add tz.initialize timezone, and then I'm going to set the current time zone to where I live. And for that, because I'm in Germany, I'm going to do tz.getLocation Europe Berlin, and that's it. If you want to find out what your location there needs to be, you can go into the Timezone documentation and scroll down to the initialization part until you see here the location part, and there is this Wikipedia link and there's a full list of all locations, and you would here need to copy the tz identifier into the function and then it would work. Now that we have initialized the package, we can start writing the function to schedule a notification. I'm going to write it quickly down here and then I'm going to explain what happens there. So okay, this was a lot of fun. Okay, so I've written the function schedule notification. Here you can see we have again Android notification details and Darwin notification details, nothing special here. It's the same thing as we had in the last video with the simple notification, and then notification details combines these two. The important part is here we don't use the show simple notification method of the plugin, but we use zone schedule. We also provide an ID, a title and a body, and the important part is this one right here. With the tz daytime, here we use the package that we have just included and initialized, and we set and we specify that the notification will be triggered 5 seconds from now, which means that if we attach this function to a button, we click the button and in 5 seconds the notification will show up. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Then we also specify the Android schedule mode and the UI local notification date interpretation. The Android schedule mode says that even when the phone is in low idle mode, meaning in power save mode, it will still be exact, and we use absolute time to measure the time. And that's really everything. It's nothing special, really simple. Okay, so now that we have defined the function, we can build the UI. I'm just going to add another floating action button like the one we have for the simple notification. So floating action button extended and on pressed. And for the label, I'm going to create 2 new methods that behave more or less the same as for the simple notification. But instead of triggering the send symbol notification, we're going to trigger schedule notification, and the button will say send scheduled notification. And yes, so then, yep, in the button, just get schedule notification text and await schedule notification button action. And then we can already test it out. Let's go. Okay, so let's launch the app. Yo, nothing happens. Nice. Okay, I probably did something bad. Okay, let me just quickly figure out what it is, and I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so I think I figured it out. Yep. Yeah. I wrote Berlin with an E at the end. Not good. Like, how stupid am I? I live in this country. Okay, so yeah. Berlin with no E at the end, and then it should work. Good. Let's try it out again. Okay, let's try it out again. The app opens, perfect. Now let's press send schedule notification. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yo! You see that? Nice. Okay, it works on iOS. Now let's test it out on Android as well. Let's test it out on Android. The app starts, very good. Okay, now we're gonna click send scheduled notification. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing happens. That's odd. Well, it isn't actually, because on Android there is a little bit of a difference to iOS, because here we now have to expand our permission handling code. So yeah, let's fucking go. I'm so excited for that. I'm not, but we have to do it anyways. So let's get into that, and then we can hopefully send a scheduled notification. Okay, first of all, in the Android manifest file, we have to add this permission. That is the receive boot completed permission. That is that our app knows when our device has rebooted, so that if we have a scheduled notification that is scheduled after our device reboot, it will still work. So yeah, in the Android manifest file, we're gonna add it right here. Yes. Next up, we're gonna add the request or the schedule exact alarm permission. So add it under here. That is for the scheduling notification. And yeah, then we also have to add this snippet right here to be able to actually show the notification. We have to add this in the application tag. So yep. So yeah, I'm gonna add this right here. Bam. Okay. Now save that. Now we have to request the exact alarm permission with the request exact alarm permission function provided by the Flutter local notifications plugin. So just like with the request notification permission function, I'm just going to copy that. Yep. Paste it down here and rename it to request exact alarm permission. Okay, so for iOS, we can just return true here because there was no problem on iOS. And for Android, we are going to call request exact alarm permission from the plugin. Now we also need to update the permission and the logic. So here I'm going to add a new property, which is called exact alarm permission. And I'm going to set it to denied for the default. And now what we're going to do is create a new method here, which I'm just going to copy from the notification permission method. And it is going to get us the exact alarm permission by calling the permission handler, schedule exact alarm status, and then we're going to set it in the check permission function so we can use it in the UI. Now for our two functions in the UI, we're also going to update these to include the new permission also in the else if. So just really simple logic here. Nothing special, I'm just going to do this. I'm also going to say that when the normal notification permission is denied, we're also going to request the exact alarm permission at this moment, so the user does not have to do it twice or click the button twice. So yeah. Okay, now let's test it out. I'm going to uninstall the app so the permissions are being resetted. Then we can run the app. Oh shit, got an error right here. Let me just look for it real quick. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, the receiver needs to be inside of the application tags, not inside the activity tags. Yeah, that should have fixed it. Now let's try it again. Okay, now we're going to request notification permission, and automatically it also requests the alarm permission. And now we can try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's go. Okay, nice. That works. Okay, now I'm going to uninstall the app again, so the permissions are again resetted, because now I want to try it out again, but this time I'm first of all going to request a permission for sending a simple notification, which only requests the normal notification permission. And because I want to make sure that if we have only allowed the notification permission, I want that the button for requesting the exact alarm permission for the schedule notification button works as well. Okay, so now I can restart the app. Now the button on the top requests the notification permission. And now, oh, okay, yeah, something went wrong because the send schedule notification button is already permitted, but as you can see, the notification is not being sent because there is probably something wrong. Oh yeah, here we have to also check that the permission handler exact alarm permission is also set to true. Okay. Now let's try that again. Okay, let's restart the application. All right, that looks completely wrong. I have to check again. Okay, yeah. Wait, did I change the simple notification text? Yeah, I think I need to, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, I need to change that. Okay, so, nope. Yeah, this can go away again. And then we have to add it for the get schedule notification text. So if notification permission is granted and the exact alarm permission is granted, we are going to say send schedule notification. All right. Now we can try it again. So I'm gonna relaunch. All right, now it looks good. So I'm gonna request the exact alarm permission. I'm gonna allow it. And then, whoops, let me just move back into the app. Where is it? Here. Yes, go back. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and okay. Now it works. Okay, now the Android side works as well. Okay, because we played around so much with the permission handling, I'm going to quickly check if everything works on iOS. And as you can see, it does not. Now we have to request the exact alarm permission on iOS as well, which makes no sense because there is no exact alarm permission. So let's look at the permission handling. I think I've made an error. Yes, okay. So for iOS, we need to change the code here a little bit. We have to make sure that on iOS, so if the platform is iOS, I can just say, right. So if platform is iOS, I'm going to return granted. Yes. Yeah, okay, so on the top, I can also say that if the platform is iOS, then I'm going to set the default to granted. And otherwise it will be denied. Okay. Okay, as you can see, now it works. I can again schedule a notification and there it is. All right, let's go. Okay, cool. Yes, so now scheduling a notification is done. Now I'm going to show you how you can periodically send notifications, and then the video is done. So to send periodic notifications, luckily we don't have to change anything with the permission handling. The permissions are the exact same for periodically sending a notification as for sending a simple notification, for scheduling notification, sorry. So we don't need to add any more permission handling code. We only need to add a new function in the local notification file and use it in the UI the same way we used it for the schedule notification. So yeah, I'm going to implement the code and I'm going to explain it so you know what that means. Now I added two more functions, the start periodic notification and the stop periodic notification. The start periodic notification is really simple. Again, we only have the Android notification details, we have the Darwin notification details. We combine these two in the notification details object, and then we call periodically show notification. Again, we pass in the ID, a title and a body. And the important part is the repeat interval. I had set it to every minute. There are only, I think, a few options. You can set it hourly, weekly and monthly, and every minute. I have not found a way to do it more specific, so yeah, we're stuck with that. So yeah, I've set it to every minute. And yeah, so then we have also the stop periodic notification. All that is doing is calling the cancel method, and there I'm passing in the ID for the notification, which is set to 4, because for periodic notification, as you can see here, is also set to 4. You could also call cancel all, which would also work, but that would then call cancel every single notification. So in my case, I have chosen to just stick with cancel and pass in the ID. Okay, for the UI, I'm mostly just going to copy what we already have and rename it, because as I said, everything is mostly the same. So I'm going to copy the extended button. Then I'm going to copy these two functions from the schedule notification. And I'm going to rename them to periodic notification. And instead of doing that, I'm going to call the periodic notification. And I'm going to say periodic notification. Okay, rename that. Okay, looking good. Yes, looks great. Okay. And now for the button, obviously now we're going to change the method calls to the periodic method calls. And then I'm also going to add an extra button for stopping the periodic notification. So on press, I'm just going to go await stop periodic notification, and the label is just going to be stop periodic notification, and then we can test it out. Okay, because I don't want to sit here for multiple minutes and wait every time that the periodic notification is sent, I'm just going to show you the recording of it, and yeah, you can see for yourself that it works. It worked fine for me, and yeah. You just saw that everything works, it looks good. And so yeah, this is the end of this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned a lot, and I will see you in the next video where we will talk about notification actions. And that will be then the last video of this series. Thanks for watching, and yeah, goodbye.